Soviet athletes didn't lose. Not in the 60s, not in the 70s. They showed up to the Olympics built differently, recovered faster, and dominated events that required sustained physical output in ways that baffled Western coaches for decades. And yes, I know what you're thinking, and no, that's not what this video is about. When researchers looked past the obvious and actually asked what they were eating, the answer wasn't a proprietary supplement or a classified pharmaceutical program. It was a biscuit, made in a home oven. I found the original recipe in translated Soviet sports nutrition documents, and I couldn't stop thinking about the ingredient list. Because every single thing in it is doing something specific to muscle recovery and sustained energy that the protein powder sitting on my counter wasn't doing. Not even close. So I made them. Swapped my morning shake for 2 of these every day for 3 weeks. Drop a comment. Have you ever tried baking your own recovery food? I want to know. All the research is in the description. Stay to the end for the full recipe. Buckwheat flour and oat flour. Buckwheat contains no wheat and absolutely zero gluten. It is a seed. Its protein contains all 9 essential amino acids, which is a massive rarity in the plant world. It holds a particularly notable concentration of arginine and lysine. These 2 specific amino acids play a direct role in tissue repair and collagen synthesis. Your joints need this right now. Combined with oat flour, which contributes beta-glucan fiber, the 2 create a grain base that digests slowly. This combination sustains energy output for hours. It feeds the gut bacteria strains associated with reduced whole-body inflammation. A controlled trial from Chalmers University published in the British Journal of Nutrition confirmed this. Researchers found that beta-glucan from oats significantly reduced postprandial glucose and insulin responses compared to refined grain controls. They specifically noted the sustained energy delivery as the primary mechanism. This is exactly the profile you want from a food you eat before or after physical output. Your blood sugar will not spike and crash. As we age past 55, our bodies develop anabolic resistance. This means it takes a much stronger nutritional signal to trigger muscle growth than it did when you were 20. That slow digesting grain matrix ensures your muscles receive a steady drip of amino acids over several hours. This continuous supply overcomes that age-related resistance. It forces your body to pay attention. You are essentially giving your digestive system the exact raw materials it recognizes from decades past. The body remembers real food. The Soviet sporting biscuit was never made with refined white flour. The base was always whole grain. It was typically buckwheat or a buckwheat and oat combination. This was not accidental. It was a practical decision driven by what these grains actually do to the body and its ability to recover and perform. Refined flour simply cannot replicate this. Buckwheat contains a high amount of rutin. Rutin is a flavonoid that reinforces capillary integrity. It improves peripheral blood flow. This adds a circulatory dimension that oats alone do not provide. It makes the combination functionally superior to either grain used alone. To get the maximum benefit, you must prepare these grains correctly. You will need rolled oats that you blend briefly into a coarse flour. Do not grind them into a fine dust. The coarse texture slows down digestion even further. This protects your metabolic health. You will blend this coarse oat flour with your buckwheat flour. This creates a dense structural matrix. This matrix acts as a slow-release capsule in your digestive tract. The slow release is vital for older bodies handling rapid nutrient dumps. You just mix them together, and they are ready to absorb the fats and proteins we will add next. Now we must add the exact minerals and fats required to process those grains. Sunflower seeds and sesame seeds. These 2 specific seeds appear in virtually every documented Soviet athletic biscuit recipe. They cover the mineral and essential fatty acid profile that the grain base simply cannot provide on its own. You will need 1/3 of a cup of roughly chopped sunflower seeds and 2 tablespoons of sesame seeds. Do not buy the roasted and salted versions from the gas station. You need raw seeds. You must roughly chop the sunflower seeds so they disperse evenly through the dough. If you leave them whole, they will sink. The sesame seeds can go in exactly as they are. Historically, people did not swallow handfuls of manufactured pills to fix joint discomfort. They ate foods that lubricated their systems. As you cross your 60th birthday, your natural production of synovial fluid decreases. Your joints get stiffer. The linoleic acid in these seeds helps maintain the integrity of your cellular walls. It keeps them pliable. When you chop the sunflower seeds, you are actually releasing those beneficial oils right into the dough. This is a critical step. The oils soak into the buckwheat and oat mixture. They form a complete nutritional package that your body eagerly absorbs. You are bypassing the need for synthetic vitamins entirely. Your body knows exactly what to do with a crushed seed. The science behind this combination is staggering. Research from the University of Toronto Department of Nutritional Sciences published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated a profound effect. They showed whole food vitamin E sources produced significantly greater plasma tocopherol retention than supplemental doses. This happens because of the fat matrix in which natural vitamin E is embedded. Sunflower seeds provide this exact fat matrix directly. A second study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry established something equally important about sesame. They found that sesame supplementation enhanced fat oxidation during moderate exercise in active adults. It effectively trains the body to use stored fat as fuel more efficiently. This matters deeply for body composition over months of consistent consumption. It is not just about a single serving. The biological mechanism at play here is elegant. Exercise generates free radicals. These free radicals damage muscle cell membranes. This damage contributes to the soreness and fatigue that accumulates over days of consistent movement. For older adults, this soreness is often what stops them from staying active. Vitamin E in its natural tocopherol form acts directly at the muscle membrane to neutralize this oxidative damage. Sunflower seeds deliver one of the highest natural concentrations of vitamin E of any whole food. You get approximately 7.4 milligrams per 28-gram serving. They also deliver magnesium and selenium and linoleic acid. Sesame seeds contribute calcium and zinc and that unique lignin called sesamin. You are building a cellular shield. Your joints and muscles are being coated in protective fats that keep inflammation completely manageable. The seeds do the work your aging joints can no longer do alone. This brings us to the most critical component that binds the entire matrix together: eggs, raw honey, and milk powder. These three ingredients are what separate a Soviet athletic biscuit from a standard oat cookie. The eggs provide structural binding. More importantly, they deliver the complete amino acid profile needed for muscle protein synthesis. The raw honey provides the natural glucose signal. This signal drives those amino acids directly into muscle tissue post-activity. The milk powder concentrates the casein and whey proteins of whole milk into a shelf-stable form. You must use whole milk powder and never skimmed. This adds a slow-release protein layer that continues feeding muscle repair for hours after the biscuit is eaten. Your muscles are basically being spoon-fed exactly what they need while you rest. Many avoid eggs because of outdated cholesterol warnings from the 1980s. That science has been thoroughly corrected. The cholesterol in eggs provides the essential building blocks for your hormones. Your body desperately needs those raw materials to maintain muscle mass and bone density as you age. Skipping the eggs means skipping the very foundation of physical recovery. Do not skip them. The synergy here is heavily documented. A study from the University of Leuven Department of Kinesiology published in Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise directly compared muscle protein synthetic responses. They looked at cooked versus raw eggs. They found absolutely no statistically significant difference in net protein retention when the meal contained sufficient fat and was consumed in the context of a mixed meal. This is precisely the condition this biscuit creates. Another study from the University of Auckland Discipline of Nutrition published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry confirmed the power of honey. They found that honey polyphenols retain measurable bioactivity after exposure to standard baking temperatures. Specifically, they looked at daffyic acid phenethyl ester. It survives the heat. This makes raw honey a functionally superior choice over refined sugar in this recipe for reasons far beyond its glycemic profile. Remember the powdered milk sitting in the pantry when you were a kid? The Soviets used it as a highly concentrated protein source. They understood that drying the milk preserved the casein structure perfectly. Casein is the slow digesting protein that keeps your muscles from breaking down overnight. When you combine that old school whole milk powder with fresh eggs and raw honey, you create a potent anabolic environment. It mimics the recovery capability you had in your 30s. To prepare this binding core, you must be precise. You will need 2 large eggs. You whisk them in a smaller bowl until the yolk and white are fully integrated. Then you add 3 tablespoons of raw honey. You also add 3 tablespoons of cold-pressed sunflower oil or melted coconut oil. You whisk again until the mixture is smooth and slightly emulsified. The honey will resist blending at first. Keep whisking until it fully incorporates. This emulsion is the secret to the biscuit. It ensures every single bite contains the exact ratio of fast-acting glucose and slow-acting protein. You are engineering a food supplement in your own kitchen. The Soviet biscuit recipe. Here's exactly how you bring all of these elements together into a single highly effective food source. This process makes approximately 12 biscuits. You will need 1 cup or 120 grams of buckwheat flour as your base. You will also need 3/4 of a cup or 75 grams of rolled oats that you have blended briefly into a coarse flour. For the protein addition, you need 1/4 of a cup or 30 grams of whole milk powder. The mineral layer requires 1/3 of a cup or 50 grams of sunflower seeds that you have roughly chopped. You also need 2 tablespoons or 18 grams of sesame seeds. The binding core requires 2 large eggs and 3 tablespoons or 60 grams of raw honey. You will also need 3 tablespoons or 45 milliliters of cold-pressed sunflower oil. You may use melted coconut oil if you prefer. Finally, you need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and a solid pinch of fine sea salt. You must begin by preheating your oven to exactly 170 degrees Celsius. This is 340 degrees Fahrenheit. You should then line a baking tray with parchment paper and set it aside. This temperature is deliberately moderate. It preserves the honey bioactive compounds. It also prevents the buckwheat from developing a bitter char on the edges. That char happens very quickly if you bake above 180 degrees Celsius. Your grandmother probably baked her wholesome treats at these lower temperatures without even knowing the cellular science behind it. She just knew it tasted better and digested easier. Take a large mixing bowl and combine your buckwheat flour with your blended oat flour. Add the whole milk powder and the baking powder and the sea salt. Stir this dry mixture with a fork until everything is evenly distributed. Now add your chopped sunflower seeds and your sesame seeds. You must mix them thoroughly through the dry ingredients so they are fully coated. This specific step prevents them from sinking to the base of the biscuit during baking. In a separate smaller bowl, you will whisk your 2 eggs until the yolk and white are perfectly integrated. Add your raw honey and your chosen oil to the eggs. Whisk this again until the mixture is smooth and slightly emulsified. As I mentioned before, the honey will resist blending at first. Just keep whisking. It will eventually incorporate. Now you will pour this wet mixture directly into your dry ingredients. Fold them together with a spatula until a soft and slightly sticky dough forms. You must not overmix this dough. Fold it until it is just combined. This usually takes about 15 to 20 folds. If the dough feels too wet to shape, you may add 1 additional tablespoon of buckwheat flour and fold it exactly once more. The dough should hold its shape when pressed, but it should never crumble. Using a tablespoon or a small ice cream scoop, you will portion the dough into 12 equal rounds directly onto your prepared tray. Press each one down gently with the back of a wet spoon. You want to form a disc that is approximately 1 centimeter thick and 6 to 7 centimeters in diameter. Even thickness is absolutely critical here. Thicker centers will remain underbaked while the thin edges turn brown. Older ovens used to heat very unevenly. We used to have to rotate the pans constantly. Today, you just need to make sure your thickness is uniform. Place the tray in the oven and bake for 16 to 18 minutes. You are looking for the edges to set. The tops should look matte rather than glossy. The biscuits will feel slightly soft when they come out of the oven. This is exactly correct. Do not panic and bake them longer. They firm up significantly as they cool down. Remove them from the oven and allow them to cool completely on the tray for at least 20 minutes before eating or storing them. If you try cutting into them while they are hot, they will simply crumble apart. You can store these in an airtight container at room temperature for up to 5 days. You can also freeze them individually wrapped for up to 6 weeks. Eating just one biscuit alongside a glass of milk or having one within 30 minutes of physical activity delivers the full anabolic and energy-sustaining profile the original recipe was designed around. It replaces every synthetic powder in your pantry. It costs pennies. It feeds your body exactly what it needs to rebuild tissue and maintain joint health as you age. Try it this week. You will notice the difference in your legs the very next morning. You will walk down the stairs with a new level of spring in your step. Real food has always been the ultimate medicine.
Hey, if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And tell me in the comments down below any question you have, and I will reply to it as soon as possible. And if you want to, check out this video. You will probably like it too. Thanks for watching.